Dude, for a flat day, this is annoying. Yeah, but those are buoys out there. I see two of them right there. But that's whatever. Are those them? They feel like the second set of buoys. I thought there were ones closer.
There are.
Dude, the same again. Those are buoys, but I thought that was the second set. Whatever.
Welcome back, everyone. Already off the bat, you guys got to get a little sneak peek about what happens usually when I go diving. This one spot, if I don't launch in the right area, we struggle to find buoys. This time I brought some chum. There was some fish I had left over. I didn't end up making a broth with it, and rather than throwing it out, decided to bring it with me. So by now, if you've been watching a couple of my videos, you know how easy mackerel are to tear out. I mean, look at this. This was a shot right in the middle, but it didn't stone it or spine it.
He almost tore off.
So right here, I am going to be talking about how I didn't get that many fish. The current was incredibly annoying, and we actually ended up seeing a 10-12 foot hammerhead shark, which was because they were migrating. And I was going to hop right back in and see if we could get a couple more fish. We saw the manta ray, and we did see a couple turtles. I also wanted to say thank you to my friend Alf for making that beat at the intro you heard with the guitar. Really do appreciate it every time he does that for me. Always love finding these rock hinds hiding in there. They are the perfect size to cook up.
Daniel, come here.
So this was a beautiful flat day, and we thought it was going to be just perfect, calm, no current, nothing. Ended up having some of the strongest current we've seen for a good minute. So now this is a fish I actually don't usually shoot, but he came up on us, and the other day we did see a couple of them, and we were going to end up bringing this one home. And you know, we didn't get the shot on the last ones, but a lot of people say frying them as tacos taste amazing. It was a bad shot, but it was the only shot I had. In the top right corner, don't forget to click that video and go join that raffle giveaway for my Gyotaku.
He's gonna bend my shaft.
There you go.
And just like that, with good teamwork, we ended up landing the barracuda. Got it in our hands. But geez, these guys stink. If you ever had a chance to hold a barracuda, there's something on their skin, on the exterior.
Dude!
That smells so bad.
Yeah. Dude, what the? giving them up.
Yep, 100%.
You know, it's not ideal to lose your fish to a shark, but it is much better than having the shark get very aggressive around you. So right here you can see a fish really far away, and I was lining it up when it was sideways. But it was a little bit of a high shot, and it was a nice snapper that actually ended up getting away. Someone commented in the last video I made about not taking the lobster. Some of these videos were taken out of lobster season, so yeah, I could just enjoy seeing them, not taking them.
Directly and let the current take us, or do we try and fight it a little?
I think the current's pretty good now.
Alright.
I think we just go at an angle a little bit, like try to shoot for that big belly. There's a path there.
Okay. Alright, let me put away my fish then.
Don't stab yourself. There's a good ledge underneath you. I see something underneath your shot. Right there.
Okay.
My friend ended up shooting a red on the way back in. We found this reef that we had no idea it was going to be there. And we left early because the hammerhead actually did come in and it got the barracuda. Did not get that on tape at all. Was too busy dealing with the shark. This is one of the worst things that you can do. When you have so many fish around you, you never really know which one to go for. Luckily this one didn't backfire on me. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty simple fish curry recipe. It doesn't involve many spices. Some people in my household can't handle spice. I love it, but I added some in my own. Very simple stir fry and fish curry. Healthy. Pretty straightforward in my opinion. So I ended up taking out all the bones from the fish just to not deal with it later on. I'm going to keep the seasoning on the fish pretty simple. You can go ahead and do whatever you'd like. I just did salt and pepper with a nice squeeze of a lime. I always find that that helps with the juiciness and the flavor of the fish, especially if you cook it on the grill. You can go ahead and take your tomato. You can take out the seeds. You know, you can use the seeds and freeze them to make marinara sauce or whatever it is. You can also get rid of the peel if you want to do that, but just, you know, slice it up and put it aside, just like with the bell pepper. I didn't have any spring onions, so I ended up using the base of the leek to kind of get that similar flavor and texture. always have to have your mushrooms ready. These are just a little variety pack. You can use shiitake, you can use just your basic portobellos. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as you have some form of variety of vegetables for the stir fry. Each time I do any stir fries or anything that involves the oil and a lot of other foods, I always like to toss in a garlic clove or two. So we're going to start off with cooking the fish first. I did a little bit of olive oil and some coconut oil just to kind of get that little coconut taste getting into the fish already for the curry later on. Doesn't really matter if you cook it skin side up or down. I'm not going for crispy skin, and even if I were, it doesn't matter, it's going to be in the curry. So this whole entire meal is a pretty straightforward one. You can feed a lot of people. It's healthy, aside from the coconut milk. But yeah, it's a relatively healthy meal. I like my jalapenos cooked, not exactly, too crunchy, even though for some things that's nice. For this, I kind of wanted to warm up and soften up. You can go ahead and toss the jalapenos later on if that's what you want. Now over to the stir fry. Once again, very simple. I do like to toss in some salt and pepper as well onto the mushrooms. It helps them release some of the moisture they have as well. I'm going to just saute everything together. I do like my bell peppers as a decent chunk. And some of these veggies could be tossed into the curry, but the curry already has its own set of veggies as well, which is exactly the same that's in the stir fry. Yeah, I'm just now realizing that they're the same exact veggies in both things. You can go ahead and take your can or two of coconut milk, depending how many people are there. Adjust your seasoning based off of that. I did a little bit of Goya, some red pepper, squeeze a lime. I found I really liked that after I made that one ceviche with coconut milk and lime. The best thing about this whole entire stir fry are the mushrooms. You can never have enough mushrooms in a meal. I went ahead and added some spinach and a little bit of basil. Put some basil in the stir fry as well. Here come the red pepper and the Goya seasoning. By no means is this a traditional Thai curry. This is just, I guess you could call it a fish stew, coconut stew, whatever it is. It tasted good. By this time, you're just combining everything, letting it sit, taking some of that coconut milk. It, you know, adds a lot of nice creaminess to the fish itself. I added some chili paste as well. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you saw today. And I'll see you next time.